I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, let's get on up to Jacksonville. Standing by for the call, it's our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
70, Indy.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Let's talk about Vontaze Burfict, the versatile linebacker. You can play him inside, you can play him outside. Undrafted coming out of college, and that still fuels him. Gives him that huge chip on his shoulder. And when he's right and plays at his best, one of the best linebackers in the league. Just has to know where the line is so he doesn't go past it and cost his team some penalties.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
It's our time. It's our time.
Go.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
In the NFL, we love to talk about bloodlines and how important they can be. And for Zay Jones, he's got a terrific one. His dad, Robert, longtime linebacker in the NFL, big time with the Dallas Cowboys. And his uncle, Jeff Blake, a starting quarterback in the NFL at one point. Wonder if he played catch with Uncle Jeff in the backyard a few times growing up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr, and this is going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run, and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Jones has it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
What now? 180.
Check 56. Now watch run.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's got it. Williams loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Lambeau on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw his Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryant.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've been off to the races already, a 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action, it's Minshew. And his throw here's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Minshew, 1st and 10. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
60 outlaw.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 27, Minshew. Open is Swain, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Man up, D.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Head up, 60 or. Ready? Snap.
They go jet sweep here with Chark. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On second down, Minshew into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Ready?
Minshew throwing on third down. Caught here by Conley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Carr now on first down. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And the Raider first down.
Carr now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr. It's Williams on the catch. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 12, Carr, and that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr drops this off to Richard. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it.
We're good, we're good.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Right down. 180. Check. You don't want pick up the ball.
On 2nd and a couple. Carr, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
56 to Mike.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points,
but
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Clear. 5.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered.
I know it's a phrase that sounds really cool, strip sack, but all we're talking about is getting to the guy, getting to the passer, making the tackle, making the play, but do a little bit extra, right? Stripping the ball out, working the arm free. That's become a big emphasis for all defenders.
Yeah, and as a defender with the emphasis, this is something that's practiced.
Practiced all the time. Taking the ball away, creating turnovers, that's really job one for any defense because that's how you win in today's NFL.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he'll find Moreau here. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders get a score closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Big Ripper.
They begin with a run by Fournette.
He's coming.
In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Quick pass to the outside, caught by Conley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. That's taken on the 25. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Running the toss here to Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 44, Carr, catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 29-yard line.
Check, check. Better break. You better break. That's it.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
56.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller, that's complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now, Mike, 56. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. Push him back.
Carr now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drives 7 plays in length, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Come on, set. Safety gator. I got him.
A quick throw complete to Chark. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
50's the mark. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. He's got it over the middle to Jeff Swain. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Pick, baby. Good stuff. Keep doing it.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Carr. He'll swing this one out to Richard. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now, Mike, 56. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. We're good.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. It's complete to Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This thrown quickly out to Jones. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He's got it to Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, it's Carr. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. That's it.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr, and the Raiders have taken the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Ready. 10-2 stop. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. Now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You can't block me.
Here's Minshew. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. The open man is Westbrook. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the shoot.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He's got the hook up with Conley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll bring them back within a point. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do because defensively, you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker cover him, cornerback cover him, safety covering him. Always has the advantage. Usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend them.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got his man, it's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
What down? 180.
It's going to be a long day.
On first down, Jacobs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Let go.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready, break.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Break.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go, get excited. Let's go, let's go. Set, ready? 10 Lobo. 59. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Open is Swaim, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
You ready? 55. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hit it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Fournette on the counter, and an alley to run. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action, it's Minshew. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Good job.
Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Able to find Walter. That's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, Most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
One down. 180.
Max 56. Watch the back.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On the draw, Richard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. Tried to go draw a play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw it. Minshew in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Benson Mayowa, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Max Crosby able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Jacobs now. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Jones has it. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down and 4, Carr, he's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Jacobs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Now a carry for Jacobs. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Carr gives to Richard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59. Get it.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And now it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
On the ready.
59, Mike. Check, 59. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that snap.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. This is Richard, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foresee incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is brought in at the 21. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the hookup with Conley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He'll look to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, Jeff Swaim, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
He'll drop to throw, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. This offense, led by Jeff Swaim, works their way back onto the field. And partner, the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you've got in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On first down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Westbrook. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Darryl Worley. The 30. 10. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jacobs. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Carr going to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew caught here by Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 2nd and 10, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Open is Swaim, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It'll be Minshew again. Completes it to Lee. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Hey, watch the line.
Ready?
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Minshew. That's to his running back, complete. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Exit. Shoot.
Now Minshew. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Down. Wide 80.
Mike Popo. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
That's it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Right there. 56. You must be dreaming. Sponge. No.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Down. 185.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
A loss of a yard brings up fourth down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.